National Football League. And up next, we'll see Aaron Jones. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Vikings and the Bears, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Alongside Brock Heward in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, we usually at this point talk about a quarterback, talk about a game-breaking running back, a home run hitter when it comes to wideouts. Today, before this one, we're talking about a couple of tight ends.
And what a great game it is, Kate, to spotlight that position because we have two of the league's best. And when you go back and you watch the tape after the fact, with the ground game's running wild, it's usually these tight ends making blocks. When the passing game is getting it done, well, they play a role in the air as well. They don't get the headlines like we talked about, but these guys, man, they are cornerstones of their offense.
Will Reichert has it all teed up. And here we go from Chicago. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, he's not happy about it. And he will be focused on rectifying those things here.
Now we'll take the most check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second down now, 7 to go. To throw, Williams. He's got it's crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. It's picked out by the Vikings. Go the other way. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for. It's called sudden change. They press this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
So we'll see the Vikings offense out for the first time. And we're going to look at their signal caller playing in his 7th season.
If we had Sam Darnold coming out of USC as third overall pick in the draft, right, story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
Throwing now following the turnover. And the first snap pass set away by a defender, incomplete.
Andy Dede performs a highlight reel interception just forcing him to pass. As soon as he realized the hit wasn't possible to play, he put his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
That's cut at the 4. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a pitch on the field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I know Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make a catch.
They set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here. Brock gets 1st and goal. Here's Darnold to throw. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to see that throw in.
After the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Jones. Kick right past that line. They start at the 3.
Well, now things get a little dicey for the offense. One down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running it again.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Vikings get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Bears send Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Williams. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Has his man, it's Swift. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby, but he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Torrey Taylor on to send this one away. Brandon Powell on the return for the Vikings. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The Vikings and their wide receivers set for this next possession. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
So flip the field, folks. It's 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory now. Now Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. And he's taken down at the 30.
When coaches discuss their favorite plays of a game, I guarantee you this one's going to be on it. Not just because of the catch, but because of the effort to go lay out and bring in an off-target throw.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Darnold. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that gives them 1st and goal. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Vikings looking to add to their advantage. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Throwing here, Darnold. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings grow their lead just before halftime. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
One after try, good by Reichert. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
1st down throw by Williams. He's on them, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Williams set to pass. Escapes the pocket. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. Williams with 3rd and long. Looking, and this time they're going to get there. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Fourth down punt upcoming. Here's Torrey Taylor to put his leg into it. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll have a chance to run one play before time expires. One last play before the break. He's back to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Brought in inside the 20. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Reichert on for the point after. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So at the end of 2, the Vikings playing Road Warriors here. They've got the lead. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Lions who hold on to the lead in that one. Jared Goff having as hot a start as you can. 4 first-half touchdown passes. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. The Browns see their losing streak go to 11 as they remain winless on the year. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Jalen Waddle, a touchdown reception. In that first half, it was the veteran Aaron Jones who had it going. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Ewer.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Returning it from the 4. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive, 1st and 10. They're going play action. Sideline shot is snagged by Hawkinson. And he crosses midfield before going out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Now a give up the middle to Jones. Has a lane inside the 35. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing from the gun here. Throw caught at the 6. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grow the lead coming out of halftime. Jordan Addison the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Reichert there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings continue piling on to this lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And we always hear running backs say one fumble is too many for a game. Well, he's lost one now. The low point in a game that's had a lot of struggles for him on the ground. First and 10 now from the 30. Williams from the gun. Here's pressure, and he's dropped by the Vikings. And the big play drives.
At the 22-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Fights off the pressure. And they get to him way and the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first two plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up fourth down. He gets it away now from his own end zone. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. No return on that punt. And it's going to be Vikings football. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. To throw, here's Darnold. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
A gain of 30. First down, Vikings.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Darnold looking to throw. Able to find Hawkinson. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On the carry, this is Jones. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. Staying on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Vikings with it to begin the 4th, and this game entering blowout territory. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Darnold now to throw. The throw is caught. Touchdown, Minnesota. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every round, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Reichert on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings grow their lead yet again.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Williams on the play action. Catch made by Allen. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Second down now, 7 to go. To throw, Williams. That's complete, Cole Kmet. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Chicago first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, Williams. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Now Williams. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
They did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Working from the gun, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. There it is. The defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Punt team on the field. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And they get to this one inside the 10. Looks like they stopped it right at the 9-yard line. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous. Right, I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger. He's made it look easy.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And a man is there to knock that away.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He throws him. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
1st down from the red zone. Has it in close. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say so long from Chicago.